Urgent Response Service, or URS, is an Ontario autism program offered to children up to age 18 and their families where the child or youth is engaging in high-risk behaviors. These behaviors have the potential to cause harm to themselves or someone else. Jonathan's family is a great example of the URS service providing short-term, multidisciplinary consultation and mediator model approach to service delivery. In this family's case, they received extensive service navigation, mental health supports, ABA intervention, and built effective, long-lasting community connections. Through a tremendous amount of collaboration with community partners, both internal in URS as well as within the broader community, and incredible dedication and resilience from Jonathan and his family, things are stabilizing, and Jonathan has a world of opportunities before him.
When Jonathan was little, he was underdeveloped and he was not meeting the requirements that would be up to par with his age group. He didn't know how to engage with other children. He sometimes would become aggressive with other children. We didn't know if this was normal or not. He digressed quite a bit. He was in and out of the hospital, and many of those times were trying to commit suicide. He would run away, and we had the police called almost every day, sometimes 2 times a day. He was putting himself into very harmful situations, and he ended up becoming addicted to some very heavy drugs. But we were able to contain him for a very short time and have the assessments done that we needed to have done to have him diagnosed with the autism, and then that was the game changer for us. Now that he's finally got this diagnosis, everything has changed. He's finally getting the help that he needs. We had reached out to the Children's Aid Society that directed us to Nagdwa Magbanujiag DBCFS, which was what led us to Catherine and Resources. Just the wraparound support that he had through DBCFS and URS. It was an extensive treatment care plan that was personally for Jonathan. The appointments weren't just for Jonathan. I feel like it was for me as well. I would educate myself and prepare myself for when he did come back. And I felt so much more confident in myself that I knew what to do and what my next step was. She became Jonathan's friend, and it wasn't just a job to Catherine. She was able to get down to Jonathan's level, and she showed me how to do that as well, and to be able to connect with him in a way that I've never been able to connect with him before. We all started working together. We all knew now exactly what Jonathan needed. I felt so much more prepared for what was going to happen, and things just seemed to work. I was getting the results that I was looking for all along. I was now in control of the situation, and that made things so much more easier to deal with, to handle, and I felt confident that I could now maintain that safety and that peaceful environment that I've been trying to maintain for so long. He stopped engaging in the harmful practices that he was doing completely. He's a different child. Jonathan is learning to climb mountains.
I have supported hundreds of families in the Urgent Response program, and Jonathan and his family really stood out to me. The unique profile that Jonathan came in with, as well as the complexities that the family faced throughout their journey. Our program is a mediator model, which means that a lot of our work is done with parents and caregivers in the Urgent Response program. And the way that Kathleen showed up every week, 2 sessions, and consented to service, she, actively participated, she was willing to learn, and she just came whether or not Jonathan was in a good spot, so that she was ready, and she learned those skills and strategies to be successful when he did come back home. Kathleen really was that pivotal member of our team. Our job is easier when that team around us in the community collaborates and works together. And in Jonathan's case, we really had that. So a lot of the early days was spent with big team meetings, We came together, I would coordinate case conferences, we would establish roles and responsibilities and next steps moving forwards, and everyone would take away their part in his journey to really set him up for success and move forwards on his pathway. That approach for this family was super supportive in not overburdening them and just working with the ebbs and flows of what they were going through. The ability to come together as a team in one environment really allowed the multidisciplinary team members to give their designated input into what Kathleen previously spoke about, that safety plan that was really the core focus of urgent response for this family. And it really allowed us to use the mental health clinician to provide that trauma-informed lens on the plan and really just making sure it worked with their family dynamic. The Urgent Response Program supports each individual family's needs. Each family that comes into our program is very unique in what we can offer them is tailored to their needs at that moment in time. We are able to access a multidisciplinary team through the Urgent Response Program, and this team is made up after that initial assessment that we complete with the family. Upon gathering more information after that assessment, we're able to determine the team that's best supporting family at that time. The Urgent Response Program does have the capacity to access ABA support, mental health programming, speech-language pathology, occupational therapy, and therapeutic respite when needed. This multidisciplinary team focuses on a single target behavior for each individual round of service that we would support for a family. And so meaning that our main goal would be to stabilize that one high-risk behavior. Our goal in the Urgent Response Program really is to provide caregivers and parents those skills and strategies to maintain until those ongoing supports became available to them.
Jonathan and his family's story is unique in its own journey, but the creativity and passion in which the team wrap around and support the family is what we do best here at Resources. Our vision is to build networks and communities where families thrive and feel included, where the value and uniqueness of each and every child is recognized and celebrated, where families are central to the decision-making and service planning for their child and family. Every day, the team at Resources strives to provide collaboration and flexible services that are responsive and accountable to the families, child care centers, and community partners who trust in us.